We got over 35 different tech products for sale right now on Amazon, right before their giant sale in October. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. So Amazon, they're actually having their Prime Big Day deals tomorrow on October 8th and 9th. Today is the 7th. So I actually have 35 tech deals for you today, the day before the giant sale at Amazon. So sit back and relax. We're going to go through like Sony products, Apple products, being an Apple channel. We're going to have laptops, monitors, TVs, you name it. So if you like tech, 35 different deals the day before the big sale. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to start with just a couple Apple products here, but trust me, there's 35 products. We have a whole range of products. Here's the first one, though. Apple AirPods Pro 2 wireless earbuds. As you know, they didn't change really this year, so this is the current version. $189 right now, 24% off. That's like $60 off. You definitely can pick these up. I mean, these are almost the same cost now as the AirPods 4, the new version with the, obviously with the adaptive audio and stuff. But $189 is a really good price on this right now with the H2 chip as well. So definitely think about that if you're thinking about AirPods right now. Let's keep moving though. Even a better deal, I think, is right here. This is the AirPods Max wireless over-the-ear headphones. Take a look at this. 27% off, usually $549, $399 right now. And as you know, these things, I mean, the new version did come out, but it was basically new colors and USB-C. Nothing else changed, no audio quality. So I would say just get these. Save, all that money, $150 or whatever. Pick these up for $399. That's actually a really good deal. It's still ongoing, and I don't know how long that's going to last because they're going to probably discontinue these pretty soon. But if you want a really good pair of headphones and you just don't want to spend as much as that, one of the best ones I've actually tested, I think, in my lifetime. I love these. I love Sony's sound. The Sony WH-1000 XM4 wireless premium noise headphone. No, they're noise canceling as well. It says overhead, $129. So the reason I love this, 63% off right now. It's usually $348. You can usually get them a little bit cheaper than that, but $129 for this pair of headphones. You got to pick these things up if you have that much money. I would actually pick these probably up over the Apple ones for sure, especially in the cost difference. They're very, very close there. And then if you just don't have that much money at all to spend, you want to even go lower. Some of the best headphones I've ever tested for, even at the cost that they were, are on super sale right now. Take a look at this. This is the Marshall Major. And if you look in here, this is the $79 right now, and it used to be $150, so it's roughly 50% off, 47% off right now. Take a look at the design of it. You can see it in here. So they're going to be over-the-ear headphones. And they're just a really high quality. I mean, they get a 4.6. Now, don't just take it from me. Take a look down here. The reason I love these things is if you read the reviews, I mean, all of the reviews here, it says, trust me and buy them. They're my everyday headphones. It says big sound, good value, all these things. But if you look at the customer reviews over here, 5 stars, 80, 4 stars, 11. That's 92% 4 and 5 stars for headphones now that cost $79. So if you're thinking about picking up a pair of headphones, you don't have a lot of money, I would totally recommend these for this pre-Amazon sale. It's one of the best sales out there. Okay, so now we have a couple monitors to go through, and we got to start off with the king of all of them, at least in my opinion. Here we go. The Apple Studio Display. It's actually back on sale, but it's only 16% off, usually $1,600, but $1,348. We've seen it for $1,299. I think that was the lowest I've ever seen it for. $1,348 is still a really good sale. This is with the tilt adjustable stand right here. You can see it, so that's actually not a bad deal at all. Let's just keep moving though. If you're not an Apple fan, or even if you are, we got some cheaper monitors here for sure. LG Ultrafine 27UN 850 right here. Usually $379. It's 29% off right now. Obviously, you need Prime. I'll have links to all the products in my video description as well. But $269 right now. So what is that? $110 off on this monitor. Great monitor for a 4K 27-inch screen. And for that cost, it's definitely a buy for sure. But we got some better deals coming up here. Here's the LG 27U S500. And this is going to be, again, 4K 27-inch 3840 by 2160. All the way down to $179 from $249, 28% off. But $179 right now for a 4K 27-inch monitor. It's getting so cheap out there. It's LG. It's got good quality. You can look at the reviews, 4.5 out of 5, over 3,500 ratings on this thing. HDR10, IPS. It's IPS borderless, small border panel. I would recommend this for sure. If check out the ports, make sure it works for your setup. But if you just need a inexpensive 4K monitor, that could be it. Then we actually have a gaming monitor. I'm not a huge gamer, but I know a lot of people that watch this are. So if you're thinking about this is the Samsung Odyssey. It's a 34-inch widescreen. Obviously, I have a widescreen over there. I game a little bit, but this one's let me see here. It says 34 inch, so 165 hertz though. FreeSync Premium. It's $329, so it's 40% off right now. Usually $549. You can see it in here. So obviously, if you're a gamer or if you want a wide screen like this could be a good option for you. I don't use mine over there too much because I just have I use more Apple stuff. But at the end of the day, I know people love these kind of monitors. Let's just keep moving. I think we got one or two more. This one actually is kind of the workhorse of all the monitors, you know, that are out there. This works really good with Macs for sure. Works really good with PCs. It's a really good monitor overall. Here it is, the Dell 27-inch. This is the S2722QC. Talked about this one a lot. It's always on like the best buy lists. This one's on pretty good sale. Usually $369, which I can vouch for. $289 right now. It's 22% off. Again, that's a 4K IPS panel. You can't beat that. Let's just keep moving here though. Actually, that's the last monitor, but what we have here is, this has been out there for a while. So this is the M3 14-inch base model. This is going to be the M3 chip, not the M3 Pro. $1299 still, usually $1599. So on Apple, you don't usually get, you know, sales like this. Right now, we're waiting for tomorrow. I'm going to do like a main video tomorrow for all the main sales on the Prime Day. But right now, this is basically going to be the pre, and they don't have a lot of Apple sales. But this one's okay. It's been out there for a while. The only thing I hate about it is the 8 gigs of RAM. But if you're somebody that really, you know, does basic stuff, right, and just wants a good screen to watch some movies or YouTube and stuff, you can't go wrong with this thing. Even at the 8 gigs of RAM, it's going to do, you know, unless you have 50 or 80 tabs open, if you have 10 or 20, you're going to be totally fine with it. So definitely pick that up. $1299 right now. Some other Apple products here. Here's the Apple Watch SE. This is going to be a 40 millimeter. And so the reason I want to even bring this one up is this is new from Apple. $189 right now, and usually $249. So if you want to get into the, you know, you maybe don't want to watch that much, but you're kind of thinking, well, maybe I'll try one. This might be a good one to try only because of the cost. It's also a smaller one, so it's 40 millimeters. So for like a lot of women and stuff that have really, really small wrists, this might be a good pickup for you as well because it is a little bit smaller. It's not as obtrusive as some of the 46 millimeters and stuff like that. But overall, I think if you just want to get into the Apple ecosystem with the watch and you're not so sure you want to spend all that money, this is a good entry point. The new new one's going to be coming out next year, so obviously, you know, take that with a grain of salt for all it's worth. All right, so now we got a couple little tablets here. Amazon obviously has a lot of sales. They always put their sales out before the main sales on all the other stuff. Here's a good one though. This is the Amazon Fire HD tablet, the newest model, 10.1 inch and full vibrant HD screen, so 1080p, 3 gigs, 32 gigs, $74 right now, but it's 46% off, usually $139. You can always find sales on these, but still $74 for a 10.1 inch, you know, 1080p monitor. It's pretty incredible. I mean, these are the type of things you can just do reading on. You can give it to your kid to fool around on. I'm not totally in the Amazon, and some people are. I'm more in the Apple ecosystem, but just having one of these is totally fine for doing extra things, maybe having it up in the TV room upstairs just to look up stuff. It's a really good monitor. I mean, a tablet for $74. I mean, we're talking, the technology costs them obviously more. They're obviously making money another way, probably on advertising. All right, and then here's another one from Samsung. So Samsung has their Galaxy Tab A9 Plus right now. It's 11-inch, 64 gigabyte Android tablet. $166 right now. It's $219 usually. 24% off. I have some other products coming from Samsung later, including their flagship phone, which is that huge sale on it, so stay tuned for that. But they got a couple sales here. I would say this is an okay sale. It's a limited time, so I'm not sure how long that's going to last there. All right, so let's get into some other stuff now. This one I thought was interesting. This is the Google Nest Wi-Fi. It's the AC2200 mesh Wi-Fi system. It's a Wi-Fi router up to 2,200 square feet. But look at this, 78% off right now. So this is a one pack, usually $169, right? It's $38 right now, $38 for each of them, which is pretty incredible. I think this is one of the highest, like negative 78% off sales there are pre-sale. You know, the sale is going to be the 8th and the 9th tomorrow and Wednesday. Today's only Monday. That's a really good sale there. All right, some TVs here. I thought this was one of the better TVs out there because if you're looking to kind of step up your game on TVs and you want an OLED screen, take a look at this right now. LG has all of their OLEDs on sale. This is a 65-inch smart OLED TV. It's the C4 series. It's only $14.96 right now, 45% off, usually $26.99, $14.96 for a 65-inch OLED screen. The 55-inch, if you click on it, I mean, all these screens are basically going to be, you know, on sale. This one's going to be a little bit less of a sale, 35% off. It's $1,269 for a 55-inch. But you get the idea. Just go ahead. I'll have a link to this. You can check out all the sizes. They have a 75-inch for 25 or 77-inch for $2,500, 42-inch for $800. So depending on what you want, they have you covered there on the LG. right, the next one I thought, now I have a Hisense TV in my house. I can vouch for it. It's one of the clearest, sharpest TVs I have, and I've used Sony and stuff. For all it's worth, they're not always, you know, the unnamed brands can work really well, especially like for a basement or something. Here's the Hisense 65-inch. This is the U6HF series. $449 right now, usually $749, 65-inch TV, and it's 40% off. So it's $449 for a 65-inch TV. I remember when 65-inch TVs, just not too long ago, they were like $2,000. Here we are, less than $500, and quite a bit less too. Couple more TVs, and then we're going to keep moving. Here's the Amazon Fire TV, good 50-inch. It's 4K UHD smart TV. Obviously, it's got Fire TV built into it, and it's going to work really well with that if you're into the Amazon ecosystem. $279 right now, usually $449, so 38% off right now for a 50-inch TV. Again, these things are getting so cheap, it's crazy. I mean, there's tons of deals like this you can find from time to time, especially around Christmas, but I just wanted to bring this one up. And then the next one here, this is going to be the Hisense U7 series. It's a 55-inch U7N. This is a mini LED TV, ULED. So it's $547 right now, usually $799. And that's, again, going to be 32% off. And if you look at the ratings, it's got really good ratings here. It's just kind of a cool design on it as well. So definitely check this one out. Again, I've used Hisense. I have no problems with them whatsoever. So, I mean, I've definitely, the one I have in my main room downstairs, I've used it for years now, so can vouch for that. All right, let's keep moving here. So one of the kind of the cool deals, like sometimes you can pick up these crazy deals that, let's say you want a TV in your garage or, you know, your basement in the corner, your workshop or something. Just get this one. Insignia 32-inch. It's the F20 class right now. Now it's $73. Now the only thing is it's only 720p, but it's 43% off right now, $73. So at that size, it doesn't really matter. Again, this is like a workshop TV or a TV for a kid's room or something where they just want to, you know they're going to destroy it instantly. But $73 is not a bad deal there. You can definitely say that. All right, a couple of hard drives now. There's not really a lot of good deals on hard drives. Hopefully there will be tomorrow, and I'll talk about it when I have my video tomorrow. We'll see some better ones. Right now, there's not a lot out there, but here's one. Samsung 990 Pro, 4 terabyte SSD right now, 38% off. It's $289, usually $464. Now, it's not usually $464. I've seen it like in the 300s and stuff, but still, $289 is not a terrible deal here. You guys tell me, what do you think about that? I don't think that's that bad, but anyways, you get the idea. It's still a lot of money. Let's just be honest for a 4 terabyte drive, right? But it is what it is. We're living in those times. SSDs are expensive. All right. So now if you build your own computer, there's some really good deals on CPUs. Look at this. This is the AMD Ryzen 7 5800X, 8-core, 16-thread, $121, 73% off, usually $449. Can you imagine that? So it's $449. Now it's down to you're not saving $120. It's $121, 73% off on this Ryzen 7 5800X. Now that is one of the best deals of the pre-sales right here, for sure, absolutely. But if you like Intel instead, here's the Intel Core i7 13700 KF gaming desktop processor. This is more for gaming and stuff, like a lot of these older Intels, not older, not you know, I guess the Copilot ones, but this is more of just the traditional ones. A lot of gamers love these things. 34% off though, usually almost $400, $260 right now, 34% off, so you can't go wrong if you like Intel, if you're building your own computer there. Okay, so this next product I have sitting right here, I just wanted to mention it because I did a whole video. You can check out my channel. Maybe I'll put it up here. But I did a video on this actual device right here. It's sitting right here. This isn't even really on a real big sale right now, but I wanted to show it to you because it just still has the $100 coupon. So if you look over here, it's $799 right now. This is the TerraMaster F8 SSD Plus NAS. The cool thing about this thing is it's got 8 bays in it, and it holds 8 M.2 SSDs in it, and it's a NAS. And it's really cool. So you can hold up to 8 times 8 terabytes. You can have 64 terabytes of M.2 NVMe space in one of these things. Here it is for $799. The reason I threw this in here, though, is it still has this $100 coupon right now. You can apply it instantly, so it's going to really only be $699. And like I said, if you need a NAS for storage and you want to spend, this is obviously not cheap. You also got to order the SSDs and everything else with it. But if you're more for professional person, it's got some really good software built into it as well now, and it makes a good NAS. I mean, I've been testing it. So far, so good. So definitely check, at least think about this one. Put it on your list. Do some research, and if it's a pickup for you, it's a pickup. But I just wanted to kind of mention that one. Okay, this next one's actually a product that's getting older, but it's still the best tablet you can buy for the money. And if you just want like one for your kid again, or you want to put one upstairs, maybe you want a couple of them in the house, you're too lazy to walk around, who knows, right? Here it is, the Apple iPad 9th generation. We know that the 10th's out and the 11th's coming out, but still, $199 right now, almost 40% off, usually $329. It's the best tablet you can buy for the money. Should have a number of years left in it, and it should work fine. I mean, I actually have one, and it works totally fine right now. So best tablet you can buy for that cost for sure. Let's keep moving here. So the next thing is a little bit different product. This is actually one that I've actually tested a long time ago. It works really well. You can see the reviews as well. This is the wireless CarPlay adapter. Converts wire to wireless CarPlay. So basically, if you have a wired CarPlay in your car, this will convert it to wireless. It works really well. You can see 4.7, over 1,500 people have actually bought this and left reviews. 4.7 out of 5, really high reviews. So it's one of the better ones that works out there. $70 right now. It's 30% off or 29% off, usually $100. So you save $30 on this. Not bad at all on that product. I think that's definitely a pickup if you want that. Okay, so now we got a couple Samsung sales, which are pretty huge for being the day before the actual sales. Here's the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's their flagship, 512 gigabyte. For the storage, unlocked, Android, basically, $1,101. So 22% off right now, but that's a lot of money. So it's usually about $1,419. So you're saving, well over $300 there. 22% off right now on Samsung's flagship phone. So again, I'm more of an Apple channel, but if you're into this kind of stuff, this is an awesome deal right now. And then they got a couple deals on their watches as well. Here's a Samsung Galaxy Watch 6. It's a little bit older watch, I believe. I'm not sure yet because I'm not in that ecosystem. 44 millimeter. Really good deal though. Usually $329, $189 right now. So that's 43% off a Samsung watch. So I actually have a Google phone, believe it or not. I have an iPhone. But anyways, you get the idea. So if you're in that kind of ecosystem, maybe that might work for you. And then the next one over here is very similar, but it's a Samsung. This is the Watch 7. Yeah, the other one was the Watch 6, 44 millimeter. Look how cool this one looks with that green band here and stuff. I think that's actually really cool looking. $260 right now. It's 21% off, so usually $329. So you're saving 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks on that. And it's the 7th series, or the Galaxy Watch 7. And look how cool that one looks with the green band. So I think that's a good pickup as well. Samsung's got some really good deals going on right now, pre-prime or whatever they call deal days, October days. So here we go. Here's one from, this is Ring, obviously Amazon as well, but they have the Ring, the Ring battery doorbell right here, head-to-toe video, only $59, 40% off right now, usually $100. So I think this is maybe the little bit, well, it says 2024 release. It's not even the older version. It's just maybe the lower version, but still, you get the idea. $59 now. Again, they make their money other ways, so they're kind of like doing lost leaders on these products with Amazon, but I think that's a good deal there. All right, let's keep moving. We got a couple more. I think we got 5 or 6 more. So now here's another hard drive. This is not cheap, but it's the cheapest I've seen, believe it or not. Here's a Samsung 870 QVO. It's a SATA, 2.5-inch SATA drive, SSD obviously. 27% off though, $624 for 8 terabytes. So 8 terabyte drives are super expensive. They're usually in the 800s. This one's all the way down to $624. I think that's like 80 or 70 bucks per terabyte. You get the idea though. 27% off, usually like I said, $849 or $850. That's usually what it is. Trust me, hard drives are expensive. So if you have like a NAS or something where you want a lot of storage in a 2.5-inch SATA, obviously it's a SATA SSD, so it's going to be like 500 or 600 megabytes per second. That's what you're going to get out of it. Still fast enough for just storage and backups and stuff. That's a good price right there. It's $624. All right, here's one from TP-Link. I don't know if you heard that company before, but they make a very good mesh Wi-Fi system. Here it is, the TP-Link. It's the tri-band Wi-Fi. It's the BE10000 whole mesh system. 35% off. So it's $799 down to $519. 35% off for this. So if you're into getting, you want your whole house to be kind of let's say you have a huge house, right? You have different zones all in place. You have dead spots. This is going to be perfect for that. Really good reviews, 4.4 out of 5. Over 5,700 people have left ratings. So it's been bought and purchased and tested quite a bit. Works really well. I have not tested that myself though. Okay, this next one is not really, I wouldn't classify this as tech, but the only reason I want to even bring this one up is because I have this exact one, and it's a game changer for me. So here it is, the Dyson V8 basically Plus cordless vacuum. $299 right now, 36% off, usually $469. The reason, and I believe this is new from Dyson, so it's not like a refurbished one. I would pick this up instantly because it's changed the way I vacuum. I used to hate to vacuum. When you can go out without a cord like this, and we have wood floors everywhere. I'm vacuuming all the time. I just get my steps in and stuff. So I just wanted to throw that in there because I have this exact vacuum, and I think we spent a lot more on it. So that's getting close to 40% off on that. Really good deal. All right. Keep moving here. We got just a few more. This last couple here, we got the Victomics. I don't even know how to say this. Mini power bank. It's 10,000 milliamps though, and 22.5 fast charging. So those are really good stats there. Also, it's got really good reviews. Over about 2,000 people bought this. 4.4. It's down to $22 right now. 41% off. So usually around 38, and that's 10,000 milliamps. And you can see the size of it in here. It's really small. You know, something that you would want to carry around in your pocket and stuff. Let's say you're traveling, you know, to Europe or something. I think that's a really good deal for $22, and the ratings, you know, back it up there. All right, we got one from Sony, and this is not a huge sale, just trust me, but it's before the actual sales, and Sony doesn't usually have a ton of sales on their stuff. I don't know why. But here is the Sony, it's the FX30. It's one of their best cameras if you're like into YouTubing and stuff, if you want to take the next level up. Right now it's $1,598, 11% off, so it's usually around, you know, $1,800. So it's, you know, roughly about, not quite $200, but you get the idea here. Limited time deal though right now, the FX30. So it's one of the best, I think one of the best Sony cameras for like mid-rangers, you know, somewhere in there. We don't want to break the bank. Okay, so the next one I have sitting in my hand right here and down here. And again, this is not a huge pre-sale right now, but it does have a coupon. I wanted just to kind of showcase it. Here's the Oracle 2 terabyte NVMe SSD drive. 2 terabytes, up to 7,000 megabytes per second. $129, right? But it does have a $15 coupon. If you apply that, it's only $115 for a 2 terabyte NVMe drive. So that's really inexpensive, right? $115 for 2 terabytes. And I just did a video. I'll post it up here. You can see it where I tested this drive and a whole bunch of external SSD enclosures, and it performed really, really well. Very, very solid, consistent. So you may want to check this out. So far, so good. It's not a full review. Do your own research. But for me, it's worked really, really well so far. So I wanted to kind of give a shout out to that. And then we're going to wrap this up with a couple. Well, the last one is going to be an Apple AirTag, you know, kind of product here, and it's not a huge sale, but it is what it is. Apple doesn't like to give a lot of sales. Here we go, 19% off on the Apple AirTag 4-pack, $79, usually $99. You get the idea. So that's on sale as well. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. And again, this is the pre-day, so this is before the actual 8th and the 9th. This is the 7th today. Tomorrow I'm going to do an actual. I'm going to scour the whole web and find those deals for you on Amazon tomorrow, and then also on the 8th and the 9th. I don't know if they all come out at once. I'll figure it out. So I'm going to have another video like this tomorrow. And so if you guys like these kind of things and picking up all these deals, definitely subscribe to my channel. I'm a Mac channel. Like I said, I do a lot of Mac stuff, Apple stuff, but I also do other tech. I do hard drives, SSDs, you know, you name it. I mean, NASA's and stuff like that. So anyways, subscribe if you can, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Peace.